Hi everybody, so I'm going to do a video showing you all the bits and bobs that I got on our recent trip to Japan over the summer. So we went back to Japan for the summer, during the school summer holidays this year, and I'd saved up a bit of money, like a little bit of my own pocket spending money, and I did actually get some birthday money this year. And obviously I spent it all on stationery. So I thought I would share with you what I got, because I don't normally do these haul videos. Sometimes I feel a bit bad doing them because there's things there that other people maybe can't get hold of outside of Japan. And I don't want to kind of feed into the whole FOMO thing and making people want to spend money. But I did think I'd just do this video just this once, and it might be an annual thing if we go back every summer, just to show you what I've got. And I'm going to try and provide all the links that I can and explain everything as much as possible. A lot of the things are, I'm not going to put like Amazon links or, local links in countries other than Japan, because obviously it's up to you where you buy your bits and bobs from. So where I do provide links, it's going to be the actual original Japanese website, and you're welcome to use Google Translate to check those. And some things may not be available outside Japan. Sorry about that, obviously. But yeah, I just thought I'd share it with you anyway. If I haven't got a link for things, I just put the name of them so that you can then just Google search. So I think the first thing I'll show you, so it's not actually stationery. These are little Gashapon toys. So Gashapon, what do we call them in England? The little machines where you turn the handle and the little plastic ball pops out. I can't remember what you call them in English. Gashapon machines. You can see them everywhere in Japan. They're great fun. So these are highly addictive. Yeah, you just go around and round and round. You can find places where there's absolutely tons and tons of them all on one floor of a shopping department. Yeah, once you start going around and seeing all the cute stuff, you do sort of end up getting quite a few. So a lot of these things I stuck in my diary here, my little journal, are ones that my son got. The little light up characters in the middle are quite cute. So they're quite sophisticated now. You can get these little ones that actually light up and or quite functional. You can get bags and all sorts of things. But I just went for a couple of sort of cafe themed things. So this first one is from sort of it says Atelier Retro, which is retro atelier. There seems to be quite a bit of like retro cafe themed stuff going on at the moment. But yeah, this is just a little glass dish with a little pudding. So pudding is what they call creme caramel, I think, in Japanese. Quite popular pudding. My son has about 1 million of them, with a little cherry on top, and it's super cute, and it reminds me very much of the Hobonichi cover last year, one of the week's Hobonichi covers. Well, a 2023 one, which had sort of retro cafe puddings and things on the front. So that's cute. God knows what I'm going to do with it, but I just thought it was cute. And like I say, they're just far too tempting, these little Gashapon machines. And the next things I got, they're these little shop signs. So again, kind of vintage retro style. And there was a series of 5. I didn't get the one I wanted, unfortunately. There was a cat cafe one. But after 2 goes, I thought I can't keep going and wasting all my money. But I did get, I guess the one on the left is probably beauty parlour, I'm guessing. I haven't actually checked, sorry. And the one on the right is ramen. So, yeah, a ramen shop. And they light up, so they're kind of cute. So in the evening, when I've got my lamp on, I can have these little lit up signs on my desk if I so choose. So onto the actual stationery now. I got this Plus Deco Rush tape with the little birthday symbol on. I love these. I absolutely love the idea of these. They're so easy to use. They're better than stickers in a way because they don't bulk up your pages. But I suppose I put off getting them, and I avoid getting them because of the plastic all over them, and the fact that they're not, these ones I don't think are refillable, and even if they are refillable, it's still a hell of a lot of plastic. It feels a bit too single-use plasticky, that's what I'm trying to say, so I don't get them very often. But I sort of, I don't know, I guess I overrode my morals because it's really useful for marking out birthdays. And I was thinking about setting up my Hobonichi weeks for next year. Ordinarily, I just highlight and write someone's name for a birthday, but I thought it might be quite cute to have a little birthday cake symbol on all the days when someone has a birthday. So this is me just testing it out. So it just works like a correction tape, and you get a little birthday cake on your page, and it's very cute. And then I bought more plastic bits, I'm afraid, to get a cream coloured correction tape. So I use a bright white one because they're the most common ones. But obviously the note paper, the paper in a Hobonichi Weeks is a sort of a cream colour. So these became available / popular, I guess, from last year, maybe the year before. I don't remember. They're relatively new. So I thought I'd try one out, and I got a 5mm one because I was trying to think off the top of my head how narrow the squares are, and I think actually they're even narrower in a Hobonichi. But I did go for the smaller one. I'm pretty sure there's a wider version. But I was kind of interested to try this one out and see if it is better than using a bright white one on the Hobonichi Weeks paper. So I'll just do a little test for you now. And as you can see, it's really subtle and it doesn't show up so bright white as when I use the white one. So I did a little comparison just to show the difference, and I'll hold that up to the camera in a second. I did accidentally use one of my glue roller tapes in between, so I had to edit that out. So yeah, as you can see, the white one is on the top above and it does sort of stand out a little bit more, and the cream one is below. So I'm quite pleased with that. I don't know if the whole roll will last me a whole year, but I thought I would use it again for my Hobonichi Weeks next year. So having just bought 2 very plasticky pieces of stationery, I saw this one on the shelf. Now this one, so I guess they're calling it Koe, COE 365. It says Tenohira Echo. I can't read that bit. I've turned it sideways now, but it does say Echo on it. So I think the point is it's supposed to be like ecological, good for the environment, or better for the environment. And I did think, oh, it's cardboard packaging. So it isn't actually the packaging. This is a correction tape, again by the same brand. So these are all by the brand Plus. This is another correction tape, but this one, the outer packaging is cardboard, and it does also happen to have this gorgeous little illustration on it, which obviously had to have because it's just people with stationery and planners. Super lovely. So I thought I'd try this to see what this is like, because this is a good move, isn't it? This is a good move that stationery companies are starting to think about the amount of plastic they're doing. Now, obviously, all the mechanism inside is still plastic, and it's still, I mean, I don't know that there's any way they could get around it other than using recyclable or easily recyclable plastic. The mechanism inside of these things is so complicated. I'm pretty sure that's as ecological as this is ever going to get, to be honest. And I don't suppose it's refillable, but I just thought I'd give it a go and see what it was like. Because normally when I see something that's like supposedly or trying to be better for the environment, I like to buy it to sort of encourage it, I suppose. So yeah, that's what I've got, these 2 little correction tapes. So I have the little cream one on the top, which is really tiny and really portable actually, and the little eco one below, which again, actually slightly lighter. I mean, it would be, wouldn't it? And so compared to my normal Tombow Pit Air correction tape, they are little diddy ones, so they're very cute. So next up, I got a corner cutter. So this is by the brand SUNSTAR, and this one is called a Kadomarun. I think Kadomaru is this one on the left, that big one, Kadomaru Pro. And then I thought I'd get the little mini sort of portable version. It's like a little bean shape. I think they had a pink version as well as the blue version. I have actually had this one out and I've used it a few times. the little bit at the back, the little flap at the back, that's where you get all your little bits of cuttings out. But it's a really neat little design. It only does one size. So the Kadomaru Pro, top left, does 3 different sizes. But this little bean-shaped one just does one. But yeah, actually the reason I bought this is because I was going to not bring the big chunky one top left home with me from Japan. I was going to leave it there. But I forgot and I ended up putting them both in my suitcase. So now I have 2 corner cutters. But I can live with that. And that's absolutely fine. So this is me just rummaging around trying to find something to test it on. So I found a random picture of a squirrel just to show you the size of the corner. Possibly not the best thing to demonstrate on because it's got, the actual photo has very pointy corners, but you can see there it's quite a nice corner shape to it. And I think it will be nice, it'll sort of be easy to have that on my desk just to grab. And if I ever want to do like out and about corner cutting, if I ever decide to go out and have a corner cutting session somewhere, yeah, I can take that. You can shove that easily in like a bag or a pouch to take it out. Next up, we have the TOMBOW Fudenosuke Brush Pens. So these are really, really popular with good reason, and I've had plenty of them before. So this is really just a stocking up on them mission I was on, and I got one of each type. So there's a soft tip and a hard tip, and at this point I'm making the video, I can't remember which one is which, but I will let you know at the end. And I think I've written down in the notes for this video which one is which, because actually I think I've got 2 of the same here, and I'm just sort of showing you roughly what the tips look like. These are well used, about to run out versions. But they're just your standard brush pens, so depending on how much pressure you use, you can get a thin line or a thick line. And the best thing, I think, about these pens, apart from the fact that they're just so nice to use, is that they're also waterproof. So if you do any watercolouring or you easily smudge things, these are actually really, really good brush pens to use. I use them all the time for like lettering, for headers and things like that. Yeah, super love these pens, so I had to get some when we went back. So it actually says on the right there, so that one says Nayaka. It says on the right whether they're hard or soft. And I'm just showing you there where it says that it's waterproof. So that's not very helpful, is it? It's not like you can read it necessarily. But yeah, what I'll do is write in the comments like the colour code. So one pen has like a pink and a blue, and this one here has the purple and the green graphics. Now, the purple and the green, if I'm correct in remembering, is the hard tip. Oh, and they come with these little sort of guides. So if you are writing people's names on envelopes in Japan, you're writing top to bottom. And this is a sort of a little guide to help you keep things neat and even, I suppose. I don't actually keep these, I'm afraid. I put them in recycling because I didn't really have a use for them. But that's quite an interesting thing to have with your pen. So yeah, the top one with the black barrel is the softer brush, and the sort of navy one at the bottom is the harder brush. You can see a small difference in the nib size. The hard one on the left is a little bit smaller and sort of pointier. So yeah, I really recommend these pens. These are a permanent fixture on my desk, and unless someone comes out with an even better competitor, which I don't think they will, because these just do the job, these are going to be something I always have in my collection, and I highly recommend them. And I'm pretty sure you can get them most places outside of Japan now, most decent stationery shops. So moving on now to a couple of bookmarkers and then my sticker haul. So I'm going to cover the bookmarks first. So these are index bookmarkers by Marks Ink. So Marks is a really huge Japanese stationery brand. I've got quite a few bits from them. And I don't use these bookmarkers very often, but I thought they were quite cute. There's one that says this month and one that says today. And they're sort of landscape themed ones, which are quite sweet. So I thought I'd try them out. They're very lightweight metal, super shiny. So the one on the left says, create something today. And the one on the right says, do my best this month. So you can use them to mark your daily page and your month page in your planner. So it's a bit hard to film them because they're so shiny, highly, highly reflective. But and they're quite chunky, but and I wouldn't use them in my weeks because my weeks gets thrown in my handbag or whatever and they just fall out. But I'm probably going to use them on my desk planner, I think. So now onto the stickers. So first up is a set of stickers, flake stickers. So these are on a sort of a Japanese washi paper. And these are by Furukawa Shiko, who I think is that's a designer's name rather than a business. And I have never been on her website before or the website before, but I went on to try and find the link for this video. And oh my God, there's so many nice things on there. It's probably things I've seen in shops before, seen them out around. But I'm very tempted when I've finished doing this to go back on there and see if any of it is orderable from abroad because there's so many nice things on there. Next up is Mark's Ink transfer sticker doodles. These are the ones that you sort of rub on. You take the backing off and then you sort of rub over the top and they go onto your paper directly. And I think this version is called Doodles. I just thought it was so cute. That dog's face at the top is just the sweetest. And that funny little baby chick there and the raccoon looking slightly anxious. So I thought, they might be relevant to my life, an anxious raccoon. So they're going to go in one of my planners next year, I think. Then we've got stickers by Active Corporation. And one of the sheets has already been almost entirely used up by my son, so I don't have much left. But this one is, this little creature is called a kappa, and they're supposed to live in the water. I think it's rivers and things in Japan. And if you go swimming in deep river as a child, they're supposed to grab your leg and pull you down. I think it's one of those folk tales that's created to sort of stop kids swimming in deep water because it's obviously dangerous. But they're so cute. I mean, look at him. Little green thing with a duck bill and then a turtle shell. And then he always has something on his head. Very cute. So he's technically sort of like a ghost. Because the summer in Japan is sort of, I suppose, their version of Halloween. So it's sort of like, there's quite a lot of summer ghost themed stationery, which is mega cute. Then next we have some stickers by Mindwave. Again, a really, really good sticker company in Japan. So I got 3 sets. And I was trying to think, what stickers am I going to want next year in my diaries? And I kind of like this. This feels kind of retro to me. I don't know about anybody else. But this very much reminds me of a lot of illustrations that were around when I was a kid. Really, really soft. With like a pencil-y texture of these lovely chunky cats having a nice time. So this one is called Neko to Kurasu, which I think is life with cats. Super cute. And then next we have these little character emoji stickers. I thought these might be quite nice to have. I haven't had any emoji stickers for a few years in any of my planners, so I thought I would have some for next year. This character's called Dato-chan. I think she's a little rabbit. One of those little rabbits with little short ears, I think. But I thought these were all super cute. All the little emotions and things, activities. I'm looking forward to using those, probably in my weeks, I think. Super cute. And then the next one, these Honwaka seals. This was called the Night Owl. And it's funny because I'm not a night owl. I'm a morning, whatever, early bird. But I like the sort of the imagery and the books, and the ghost is kind of random, but I suppose it makes sense now. I know that this series is called Night Owl. But I thought these were quite nice ones, so I'm going to use those as well next year. I tend to keep stickers and you only use them for one calendar year. And if I have anything left by the end of the year, I use them all up. So this sort of haul of stickers is all going to be things for next year, for 2024. So next up is Daiso stickers. So Daiso, I think you can find outside of Japan. And these were roughly translated as relaxing illustration stickers. It's just things with faces on. I thought it was cute. There's quite a few seasonal things on there, like autumn leaves and weather icons. But I love the planets and the comets with smiley faces. And obviously the flowers and mountains. So they repeat about halfway down, so you get 2 of everything on this particular set. Look at the acorn. Now, next up are things from a shop called Seria. So Seria is another 100 yen shop, and I don't think they are outside of Japan. But you probably can get these somewhere like on Etsy. I bet you there are some resellers that are selling these stickers, selling them out outside of Japan, but I'm not sure what you would call these ones. But roughly translated, this is Sky Colour Sketches stickers. I thought these were quite sweet. And you get quite a few sheets inside here. I thought those were quite nice. Could be a sunset or a sunrise, depending on how you look at it. And then these stickers are by Gaia Stationery, who do have an Instagram account. So you can't buy directly from Gaia Stationery, I don't think. But you can have a look on their Instagram to see what kind of things they have. So I got some cute bears chilling out at home. Because I thought this would go with my sort of soft retro-y theme that apparently I'm having next year in my planner. Oh, the one where he's the bear on the chair reading to his teddy bear is just too cute. And I got these ones, which are, again, kind of pretty retro vintage for me. They're very 80s manga, I think. But again, really nice details on the flowers. So I thought I would grab these ones. I'm sort of choosing stickers that I wouldn't normally choose. That's what I'm doing this year. Don't go for the usual ones and just try something a little bit different. Like this kind of style is not something I'd necessarily normally go for, but they're just very sweet. So I thought I would try. And there was an oak leaf on there and some acorns, so that usually helps. This is the same series, so the close friends stickers they're called. But this was a rabbit and squirrel. Look at the cute dresser. It just reminds me a lot of the books I read when I was a kid. So it's quite a nice cozy feeling. Look at the gingham armchairs, aren't they lovely? So that's all my stickers. And I think that should do me for a calendar year. So I'm going to be popping those in my notebooks and diaries and things for 2024. And next up is washi tape. So I grabbed quite a few pieces of washi tape, quite a few rolls of washi tape while I was there. I don't have any, I don't think. I've got some samples that I brought back when we first came back from Japan originally. But I didn't have any rolls, so I wanted to treat myself to some rolls of washi tape. So I'm sort of categorising them into 4 different piles on the table according to brand. And then we'll go through them brand by brand. So first up are some unbranded ones. It was just a little grab bag. I went to Loft, a shop called Loft in Shibuya, and they had this bag on sale of just random mixed up unbranded washi tape. So I grabbed it and I gave a load of those away as gifts when we got back to my son's teachers at school. But there were 3 that were left that I thought were super cute. Then we've got the MT tape, and this is a limited edition one. I don't think you can find it online. Gorgeous thing with lots of journals and notebooks and sticky notes. And an Atelier retro one at the bottom there by Hitotoki. So that's one of those clear sort of PET tape, PET tape ones. And then we have a selection of tapes by BGM. Now, BGM is probably, I would say, my second most trusted washi tape brand after MT tape. So Empty tape, you can always rely on the quality. They're always going to be really good sticking, but not, like, if you buy some really cheap washi tapes, they sort of don't stick very well and they start to peel. Whereas empty tape, so you're always going to get the good quality ones. And I find that also with BGM. I don't know a lot about the BGM brand, but I do find that I can sort of trust their washi tapes to be good quality as well. And they have tons and tons of designs, really lovely designs. So I got the two at the top very separately. So they were just bought individually. The second one down is a PET tape, a clear plasticky tape. And then the set at the bottom all came in another grab bag. So these were super cheap, super reduced in Loft. Absolute bargain. So I couldn't resist. And it does have some really nice things that I do like, the symbolism, like the sunflowers, icons that I would normally go for. So I did quite well really with that grab bag. Got quite a few things I liked in there. And last but not least are a couple of clear files that I picked up. So we have a small A5 one on the left, which is artwork by Yuka Shimada, who is a picture book artist. Favourite picture books, you might have seen them before if you've watched my videos. These little characters called Bam and Kero. Kero is the little frog there walking off with the bowl of, I don't know what it is actually, I can't see, popcorn or something. But they're making donuts together, and it's from a picture book of hers, and we absolutely love it, my son and I. So I had to get this little clear file. Super cute. There's her little icon there, Yuka Shimada. Bunkeido is they make stationery based on picture book art, I believe. I'd have to check that, but I'm pretty sure what that was. And then the second clear file is an A4 one, which I got from the post office in Japan. They just do such super cute stuff. It's ridiculous. Super cheap. This really did not cost all that much money, if I convert it to pounds or whatever. It's just a clear file with these gorgeous little mascots from the post office on. Because I do use these clear files quite often, and it's quite nice to have a few cute ones as well as the plain ones. Yeah, so super happy to have that one. They all have different names. I can't remember what they are. I think that's Posukuma at the front, which is like post bear. And then I think there's like a little baby version and a girl version of that character. I mean, why not? If you're going to have a brand, why not have cute mascots? Why not? Just makes everyone happier. And it's like a cute thing to look at. Very good at branding in Japan. I love it. So yeah, those are the clear files I got. And I did actually pick up a book on the left and a magazine. And I'm going to do these in a separate video because I started to do a flick through of these for this video, and I realised it's going to make this ridiculously long, and I kind of wanted to go a bit slower going through the pages. So I'm going to do a separate video where I go through the pages of these two. So if you're interested, look out for that one. And yeah, so that was my little stationery haul. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. As I said, I'll put as many links as possible and information down below. And I hope this was interesting and helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.